So when I started off as a beginner selling on Amazon, I didn't realize I was on the professional account until I was charged. And I'm like, what happened? I wasn't expecting all these charges from Amazon. At some point, I even thought my account was hacked. Unknowing to me, I was on the professional account. So I had to do a bit of research and I realized that, I was on the professional and I had to switch to the individual. But as I did, it was already too late because I got charged. I mean, there are ways in which you can still get a refund if you are charged unknowing to you. However, it's a long process and I wasn't really looking forward to going through that long process. However, as a new beginner, I'm sure you want to make that kind of mistake because individual gives a bit of flexibility and I'm sure you'd also want that kind of flexibility. So if you'd want to learn how to be sure you're on the individual account or you're on the professional account, in this video I'm going to be showing how you can be sure which of the accounts you're on, and I'm also going to be telling the similarities and the differences between these two accounts in this video, as well as how you can switch from the individual to the professional account and vice versa. So stay tuned to this video and let's get right into the tutorial. But before we go into the tutorial, on this channel I carry along on my Amazon journey, and if this is something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on amazing content like this. I'm going to keep dropping on this channel. Now let's get right to the tutorial. Alright, so we are here on my Amazon Seller Central. So we are just going to be going through the selling plan comparison. So as you can see, this is a table showing the differences between the professional and the individual account. So basically, as a professional, you are entitled to these features that an individual account necessarily won't have. For example, even though you have 1,000 orders in a month, you're going to be paying that same monthly subscription fee of $39.99. However, for an individual account, you are limited to about 40 orders, and for those 40 orders, you're going to pay $0.99 per item fee when an item sells. Basically, that's for the individual account. And then for the professional, you can create new product pages in the Amazon catalog. You can manage your inventory using the order reports, using feeds and all those amazing features. Whereas in the individual account, you don't really have access to that. And then you can also carry out promotions. So those were quite important for me. Part of the reason why I didn't switch back to the individual, I left on professional. You can create promotions, gift services, and also eligible to list your placement in the featured offer. So if you want to get to this page, maybe you want to take an in-depth look into the selling plan comparison, as you can see at the top of it, this is the way in which you can get to this page. Just click on Seller Central Help, then go to account settings, start selling on Amazon, and it's going to take you right to this page, selling plan comparison. Or you can just simply Google the individual versus the professional account, Amazon Seller Central. However, this is exactly what you will see. Then also the case of tax, as the ability to calculate US sales and US taxes on your orders, you can do that on your professional account, whereas on individual you can't. Basically, these are all the features and the differences between the professional and the individual. So basically for me, like I mentioned earlier, I was quite interested with the monthly subscription fee. That's a fixed fee no matter how many products I sell in a month. I was quite interested as well with the promotions because that's quite important for my business. And I use a feed spreadsheet report because it gives me a clearer view, of my data and what's happening basically. So that is basically the difference between the professional and the individual. So if you want to get this whole table, simply Google it or go through the steps like I mentioned, and which is also highlighted just at the top of the video. So now we are going to be going into how you can switch your account from a professional to the individual account basically. So now all you have to do is to click on settings, just at the top right corner, I believe. Click on settings and then click on account info. Now once you click on account info, just gonna let that load. You come to the left side of the screen and then click on manage. That is just on where you have your services tab. You click on manage. So now as you can see here, before you click on manage, you can see here it's clearly written sell on Amazon. You see here it's written professional. So for that shows we have the amazon.com, amazon.ca, amazon.com.mx. So basically I'm selling on a professional account on each of these marketplaces. However, the one that started selling on basically now is just amazon.com. So I haven't listed any product on amazon.co or amazon.com.mx. So basically, if I want to switch from professional to individual, I click on manage. Now I'm on a professional account. However, if I want to downgrade, I click on manage and then come here. It shows you the professional and then shows you the marketplaces you are eligible to sell on, and then changes to your selling plan will be reflected in the next billing cycle. That's because they've already billed me for this month. So basically, if you're already on the professional, you and you want to switch to individual, you can either message them or contact the help and they can give you a refund, but there are terms and conditions for that. However, if you want to move from the professional to the individual, from the individual to the professional, it's still the same process basically. That's through the settings, account info, then manage your services basically, and then click on downgrade. So if you're moving from professional to individual, you click on the downgrade button. Now because I'm selling in 3 regions, they're going to ask me if I want to downgrade in all of the region or just on the current region. My current region is amazon.com, so that's the US market. So you can either select to downgrade on the current region or all the regions. So if I really wanted to downgrade, all I have to do is to click on proceed to downgrade. However, I wouldn't want to downgrade. So this is just a sample video on how you can do this. So if you want to either upgrade from individual to professional or downgrade from professional to individual, is the same process. To do that, that's on settings, your account info, and then manage your services. So thank you for sticking with me through this video. Please do like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. You can leave a comment section below if you have any questions, and I'll be right there to answer all of your questions. Thank you. Bye.